Okay, so if you have ever tried to make something, a story, a song, a game, anything, you know the feeling. You have this brilliant, amazing vision in your head, and then you hit the soul-crushing reality of actually trying to finish it. It is a universal struggle for sure, but one solo game developer has basically turned fighting this exact beast into an art form. So let's break down how he does it.
So let's meet Mao Ippei, the self-proclaimed demon king of indie game dev. And this is him in his natural habitat. He's just playtesting an old game, and he spots this tiny little visual bug that, honestly, probably nobody else would even notice. And his immediate thought is, nope, I'm gonna fix this. It's that mix of passion and, a little bit of perfectionism that just defines so many creators.
You see, like so many of us, Ippei has a dream. He calls it my strongest game, the ultimate perfect RPG he's always wanted to build. But here's the thing. For every one dream project, there's usually a whole graveyard of unfinished ones right behind it. And that's a super common story, especially for solo developers who are trying to build something huge all by themselves. Ippei knows this enemy so well, he's actually given it a name. He calls it the beast that devours projects, the monster that kind of lurks in the shadows of every great idea. He calls it the eternal trap. So what is the eternal trap? Well, it's that feeling when your goal is so big, so far off in the distance that you can't even see the finish line anymore. You're just working, and the project it goes on forever. It becomes eternal. And this trap, it isn't just about code or hitting deadlines. No, it's a psychological battle. It's that constant anxiety of when is this going to be done? It's the monotony of doing the same tasks over and over. And maybe worst of all, it's that crippling uncertainty that every single creator feels. Is this thing I'm making, is it even any good? Ippei describes it perfectly here. He says it's like being lost at sea. The ocean of your project, it's just vast and deep, and it's filled with all these hidden traps that can just pull you under and completely drown your motivation. So the real question is, how do you build a ship that can actually cross this treacherous sea? Well, to fight this monster, Ippei developed his own weapon. It's a method, a philosophy, really, that he calls his frame strategy. And it's his powerful guide for navigating the whole creative process and, actually getting stuff done. His approach is basically to do the exact opposite of what gets you into the trap in the first place. So, instead of starting with some massive, grandiose vision that's probably doomed from the start, he sets limits. He builds the absolute core of the game first, and only then does he add the details. He is actively fighting complexity at every single turn. And this right here, this is his golden rule. It's his guiding principle taken right from his own design documents. It means that whenever he faces a choice, between a really complex, flashy feature and a simple, functional one, he always chooses simple. It's like his compass. He actually visualizes it like growing a tree. So step 1, you build the trunk. This is the solid, stable, core framework of the game. We're talking the absolute bare minimum you need to make it playable. And only when that trunk is strong and stable do you move on to step 2, which is adding the branches and leaves, all the fun, extra features and polish. So what's the result of this whole philosophy? Well, it's his current project, a game called Dungeon. And pretty much every single design choice in this game is a masterclass in his strategy for defeating the eternal trap. I mean, just look at how his principles directly translate into game features. To save time and resources, he went with a retro aesthetic. To get the most replayability out of the fewest assets, he's using random generation. And get this, to expand the game without doing all the work himself, he's building it to be easily moddable by the players. Even the combat is simple, so he can focus his energy on other things. It's brilliant. Now, this is my favorite example of his discipline. His initial vision was for this really cool hybrid game with 3D dungeons and a top-down overworld, but he recognized the trap. He knew it was just too complex for one person, so he made the incredibly tough choice to cut the top-down view completely, simplifying the entire project just to make sure he could actually finish it. But Ippei's journey isn't just about clever project management. Through this whole process, he's actually discovered something much deeper about what it really means to be a creator. And this really gets to the ultimate realization. For a solo project that could take years to finish, the finish line just can't be the only thing that makes you happy. He realized that since this is a hobby, not a job, the real goal has to be finding joy in the act of creation itself. And this brings everything full circle. His frame strategy, it isn't just about being efficient, it's about making the process enjoyable. I mean, think about it. When you have a solid trunk, adding the branches and leaves is fun. It's creative, it's exciting, it's not stressful. You're basically decorating a tree, not desperately trying to keep it from falling over.
So what Mawa Ipe's journey shows us is something really powerful. Finishing what you start isn't about having some limitless supply of willpower. It's about building a better process. By setting smart limits and choosing simplicity, you can defeat that monster of eternal projects and discover that true creative freedom. It isn't about doing everything. It's about enjoying the process of building something one simple piece at a time.